When I landed here at Jazz Arts Group, I had already known about the popularity of the Columbus Jazz Orchestra.
This music is called jazz. Can I hear you say jazz?
And I knew that this Jazz Academy thing was an effort to try to expand the magic of this music into more unconventional mediums, especially as you see school music programs being cut. We host classes and workshops, 5,000 square feet of rehearsal rooms and recording studio space. We have the Columbus Youth Jazz Lab, where younger students can come in and get some lessons so that they can audition and get placement in one of our bands. We take programs into our schools that focus on sharing the history. Residencies, where you take professional musicians into a classroom to work with the kids. We want this music to extend further out than just the stage because it's such a powerful form. It has built in it the history of this country and all of the cultural implications that go with that. It's got the spirit of improvisation, which is you play something and I'm going to play it back in my own way and represent it my own way. And then the communicative part where it's, okay, now we have 6 people in a band doing all that together. How do we get through this and not make it sound like a train wreck? And that's the history of the music.
It arms these students with the ability to go out to a local jam session and hang with real jazz musicians. The hope is we turn these students into jazz messengers, jazz prophets, go out across the world and spread the news.
The kids that come here are just as thirsty as we are, and they all want to learn and they all need a go-to source. And some of them aren't able to find that go-to source, so they come here and they're like sponges.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I was 7 when I first started music lessons. First time I played out, we played down at the Gallery Hop on the Short North. As I was playing, it attracted a crowd. This one guy came up to me and he said I was really good, so that made me feel really good. My first music teacher asked me one day if I wanted to learn how to play the bass.
I noticed that at a real early age with her. Her ability to hear music spontaneously is incredible. Very few students can actually do that.
The bass that I have now, it's 92 this year. It really fit in with my personality. I'm kind of demure and quiet. When I play it, it's like me talking or something. I was in the 8th grade when I first auditioned. I was really nervous. I locked myself in the bathroom. I was crying. I didn't think I was gonna get it. There was a piano player in there. He wanted to play a song with me before our audition. He kind of calmed me down.
And 1, 2, E, and.
That was the first time that I met someone that was like me. I went in there with him. We did our audition and we both got in that band.
So here's the deal. Go to a jam session this weekend and you can say, hey cats, you know Sunny Moon for 2? And the cats will know it. You say, do you know Blues by 5? And the cats will know it. That's like real jazz. You're armed with the ability to go into any jam session in the universe and call at least 2 tunes after only an hour and a half of hang. Yeah!
This community of jazz musicians is not that big. We amplify what we do to try to be as big as we can make it, but really turning the wheels, it's a small number of people. If somebody comes to us and is like, I think I want to do music, we can go, okay, relax. Let's show you how to do this and put you in touch with the right people to make that happen. The arts is not something that you seek, it finds you, and it's a resonance that you have to take to.
On Sunday, my parents and I are gonna fly to Miami and look at their music program there. It's really my goal or my dream to be like a professional bassist.
Jalen's kind of getting used to the idea of these college auditions, and now all of a sudden, bam, it's right there in front of her. And it's next week. I told her, believe in yourself, believe in your abilities, and prepare.
You just roll with it, right? I kind of feel the same way when I go through like a job interview. They always seem to work out just fine.
I'd also like to learn about their therapy program. Just want to figure out how the music therapy would tie in with my performance major.
It started out as just a thing where it was just going to be something for Jalen to use as an activity. I'm kind of like that dad who's got that star football player. Mine just happens to be a bassist, and I think that's pretty cool.
How have you been?
Good, how are you?
One of the things about the Jazz Arts Group, it just seems like there's so many people that you ordinarily would not engage with that you find yourself engaging with. Maybe that's kind of what jazz is about.
And we're going to get started with our special guest Tom Davis up here playing some guitar with us. We're going to have Jalen Lake Noel come and play some bass for us. What are we playing?
How about There Will Never Be Another You?
Is that cool? Yeah. All right.
1, 2. Are you ready for college?
Yes and no.
Yes and no? Where are you looking at going to school?
I think I'm in between the University of Miami and the University of Louisville. I'm just looking at the different degree options that they've given me and just applying to both and see who gives me more money.
That's always a good option. That's always very good. You know, you've gotten what you can from here, and now you're going to move forward into a whole new different scene, man. And I'm not playing the game, right? I'm not on the court. I'm a coach. So, like, I have to say, all right, let's move this energy this way a little bit. Let's bring it up a notch. Let's get a little disrespectful with the music, you know, get a little nasty with it. And then at some point in time, it's time to go on to a different coach. You know, I'm a minor league coach. You go on to another level coach, you play in another level team, and you leave Columbus, Ohio, and then you go to the four corners of the world. And hopefully you take a little bit of this experience with you, and then you pass it on to someone else later. My hope for the future is that Jazz Arts Group, one of just a few nonprofit jazz organizations in the country, continues to be one of the top level advocates for the music, doing it in ways that haven't been done before. Be willing to say things that are bold about the music. You know, we're seeing it happen all the time. Why not capture that and communicate it? To help other people wipe away the dust of everyday life, or to lessen a little bit of suffering. The radio's not going to do it, television's not going to do it. We have to do it, you know, the jazz community here in Columbus.